what you do? Yes.
I wanted to inspire kids, reach kids.
Inspire kids, reach kids. Yes. Someone else. Why do you do what you do?
Help kids be successful.
Help kids be successful. All right. Give me another person. Why do you do what you do? Yes.
Love to see that light bulb flick on.
Love to see that light bulb flick on. That's a good answer. Why do you do what you do? Another person.
Make a positive difference in someone's life.
Make a positive difference in someone's life. Yes.
The nursing program was full.
The nursing program is full. Whatever works. Whatever works. You have to look at it, ladies and gentlemen, because the one thing about life is when it stops being fun, then you start to question, why are you doing it? And then you find yourself like many people today who wake up in the morning, by alarm clock, and they hit snooze. And they say, okay, let me get another 2 to 5 more minutes. And the snooze, alarm clock goes off again. They hit snooze again. Then it goes off again. They hit snooze again. Then they find that they hit snooze 8 to 12 times. And all of a sudden they jump out of bed. And they start running frantically around the house. And if they have kids, they're yelling at the kids, you got to get up, you got to get up. You won't make me late again. I'm not going to be late again because of you. You know, and you get the kids up and you get them out the door. Then you get yourself ready and you jump in your car. And for the ladies, you're driving up the road. You're still putting on your makeup at the light or what have you. And even the same thing, you know, and for the guys, you're up and you're just moving frantically because you hit snooze 10 or 12 times. You know why? Because you're not enthusiastic about going there again. Because it's slowly shifted into just a job. And see, when I talk to people all the time about tying into a better you, I talk to them about how do you feel about the type of work you do. Because when you love the type of work you do, yes, you can hit periods where you're tired. I mean, everyone hits a period where they're tired, but when it becomes just a job, you're beyond tired. You're starting to get headaches before you even come through the door. You're thinking over the weekend when you see Sunday getting ready to come to an end, oh God, I gotta go there again. And that's why I always tell people and suggest to people when you're tying into a better you to re-engage yourself constantly to why you're doing what you do. Because when the students and the young people start to fade from your picture of why you're doing what you're doing, then you're going to start to, bless you, you're going to start to find it a challenge to continue doing what you do. Now, a friend of mine, his name is Keith Harrell, and Keith wrote the book, Attitude is Everything. And Keith says, by changing your thinking, you can change your beliefs. By changing your beliefs, you can change your actions in life. And I do agree that attitude is everything. Because though sometimes when you have those challenging days, those challenging weeks, or even those challenging months, it's going to take you reconnecting and tapping back into your attitude. And as Zig Ziglar would say, you have to give yourself a checkup from the neck up. And you have to really look at yourself and your mental toughness. One of my favorite movies that I love watching is Caddyshack. Any of you ever seen the movie Caddyshack? And you want to talk about mental toughness? Was the gopher not mentally tough? Because at the end of, and that's right, persistence. And you know how they say persistence wears down resistance. And at the end of the movie, no matter which Caddyshack movie it was, this gopher is on, it's all right, you know. Nothing's going to get to me. And you have to do that, I believe, to be an educator today, to be an administrator today. You have to have that mental toughness. Because some people would probably look at you and say, you got to be crazy to work at an elementary school or to be an educator today with the young people. And I even get that for myself when people ask me, you know, well, you're a motivational speaker. Who do you speak to? And I tell them I speak to young people and teenagers and young adults. And people have their own opinions about, well, I feel that they're the lost generation, or they want to give them Generation X or Generation Y and all these different labels. And I often look at some of these adults who are saying these things. And sometimes I just think to myself, these are probably people who don't even talk to their own kids. who probably didn't even work with their own kids. And that's why they have these negative things in their minds, because if you go solely off of what the news tells you, then yes, every teenager in America is a lost cause based on what the television communicates to you. But you and I know too that there's students who come to school every day and they try their best. And they perform as best as they can. And they know that at least they can come to school and come in contact with someone who cares. Someone who cares. I often ask educators, what type of business are you in? Anyone, what type of business are you in?
Customer service.
Customer service? Service? What else?
Changing lives.
Changing lives? Anyone, anything else?
Nursing, psychiatry.
Nursing, psychiatry, social work, definitely. I say when I get a chance to do a staff development for educators and administrators and all, I say you all are in the business of saving lives. That's what I say. And that's what I believe. Because for some of you, you are the beginning of increasing hope of what a lot of your students live in. Because a lot of the students, they come to school today, and you and I know, they come with more than just a pencil, more than a black and white notebook in their backpack. I mean, they're coming to school today, and they're part of the Maury generation, who's my baby daddy type thing. Then you have Jerry Springer type things going on in their life. And you have the pop culture where they know every word to a rap song, but you give them a math equation or you tell them to spell their own name, they can't do it. You're competing with all of this. And that's why I say you're in the business of saving lives. And that's why your attitude, it's important that your attitude be in the right place. Because if your attitude isn't in the right place, then this child, in some cases, comes to school and gets kicked one more time.